This is, to me, the most important video I upload before MLB The Show 23 because it's going to give you a step-by-step guide on what it is you want to do before MLB The Show 23 launches, meaning before you actually are even able to enter the game. But before we go ahead and jump into that, we got to take a quick look at what MLB The Show dropped via Twitter today. And it was Derek Jeter, 99 overall signature series, which a lot of people are speculating is the collection series reward, as well as, if you look all the way to the right, this 92 overall Derek Jeter, captain of captains. This card will be available inside of the starter diamond choice pack for everyone that ordered either the physical or the digital deluxe edition of the game, in addition to that World Baseball Classic pack that brings those 90 overalls. And then that 86 overall Derek Jeter that I'm covering in part is going to be available for everyone, regardless of whether you are able to play the game the 24th or the 28th. All you will have to do is go into the show shop and you will be able to redeem this Derek Jeter for absolutely free and start off the game with a diamond. In addition to Derek Jeter, we also got revealed two more 97 overall World Baseball Classic diamonds from Team Venezuela. It's going to be Salvador Perez. Salvador Perez has a really good swing inside the game, and catcher is usually one of the positions that are really needed in the beginning of the game cycle because there are not a ton of good catchers unless you create your ball player for that. And then you have Anthony Santander, who plays right field, another player that has a very good swing, but the plus that Anthony Santander brings to you is the fact that he is a switch hitter. Now, in addition to these two diamond cards, they also did go ahead and reveal 99 overall Sammy Sosa and 99 overall Mark McGwire. I have them on a previous video. Just click on the channel and the one right before this one will go ahead and lead you to that. Now let's talk about what you want to be doing before MLB The Show 23 officially launches. And unfortunately, if you never downloaded or played the tech test in general, you will not be able to go ahead and participate in this step, but the next one after this, you will be able to. So if you did go ahead and download the tech test, and let's say you deleted it, I would highly suggest you to go ahead and check your game library and see if it is able to be downloaded still. For example, if you go into your collection and then you go into MLB The Show 23, if you had installed it previously, you will still see the version of the game and you will be able to re-download it once again. And if it doesn't appear through your collection, what I would suggest for you to go ahead and do is head on over all the way to the PlayStation Store, search up MLB The Show 23 and see if you can go ahead and select more versions. And if you are able to go ahead and do that, then go ahead and see if the tech test is a version that's available and then go ahead and download it, because despite you believing that you're no longer able to play it, you definitely are. You just can't play online. So let's dive into it. But before we dive into it, I want to remind you all to please hit that like button or subscribe button, notification bell, so you don't miss another YouTube video. And tomorrow we're doing one part video and then a second part video after the SDS stream. So you definitely don't want to miss out. Inside the description, we have our Twitch link. We stream every single day at 10 p.m. Eastern. Our Discord link, make sure you join that. We have an MLB The Show channel. Select your role, as well as our social media links. And if you want to support me by becoming a member of the channel, feel free to do so. I love all of y'all that go ahead and do so. But what we're going to be doing inside the tech test is you have a couple of options. So if you don't know what settings it is you want for MLB The Show 23, the tech test that's still available for you to play is a great way to go ahead and basically explore. So you pick a stadium, whichever stadium you feel like you want to play at out of these four. You can't pick more than that. And if you're doing the Options Explorer method, unfortunately, you can only play with either the Philadelphia Phillies or the Houston Astros. But the great thing about Options Explorer is you have 4 categories, or 5 actually, that you're going to be able to work with. So for example, if you want to go ahead and get better at zone hitting, and in particular you want to use that new bat PCI because you want to get used to it before MLB The Show 23 comes out, or you forgot how it felt like since the tech test, you're going to be able to go ahead and practice with it a little bit more. If you want to go ahead and for some reason practice your base running, you're going to be able to do that as well. If you want to learn how to use pinpoint before the game officially comes out because you want to switch to it, it's going to be a great option for you to go ahead and actually explore it. And then fielding, not really much for you to go ahead and fix necessarily or change. You would just go ahead and decide which one of these 3 categories is what you want in terms of the interface display inside the game. But throwing, that is definitely something you want to practice before MLB The Show 23 comes out. Why do you want to practice this? Well, you should know by now that button accuracy in MLB The Show 23 is completely different from button accuracy in MLB The Show 22. It's a lot slower and it punishes you a lot more dependent on the difficulty of the play. And this is the beautiful thing about using Options Explorer. It's a little unfortunate that you only have 2 teams that you're able to do this with, but if you're done and you want to actually play a 9-inning game, you're only going to be able to use the Philadelphia Phillies and Houston Astros, but you can actually play a 9-inning game. All you have to do is press options. Once you press options, it's going to go ahead and take you out of that Options Explorer practice mode, and it's going to actually allow you to play with the teams. So if you want to practice just hitting, all you have to do is continue on switching to whichever team is hitting and then just practice hitting there. You want to go ahead and practice on legend pitch speeds, for example. You don't want to do all-star pitch speeds. You go ahead into your settings, you click on gameplay, and then you switch on over to hitting difficulty legend, pitching difficulty legend, and you can go ahead and mess around and set everything as you'd like over here. Another beautiful thing about Options Explorer and going into the 9-inning full game is if you don't want to go ahead and do the whole process all over again, you don't have to. You can just go ahead and restart the game, start from inning number 1 again, and then just get back to hitting. Inside the tech test, the second thing you can do is use custom practice, but use it fully to your advantage. How will you do that? Well, what we're looking at right here is Team Affinity, the captain series for the AL East. We see Shane McClanahan, we see Alek Manoah, we see Aaron Judge, we see Adley Rutschman, we see Chris Sale. These hitters, some of them of course, have new swings inside the game. Some pitchers have new pitching motions inside the game. So if you want to get familiar with a swing, or if you want to see whether or not you are going to like this player enough in terms of the swing to then go ahead and take into Diamond Dynasty, then this would be a great way to go ahead and get a head start on that player and be ready to go ahead and either select him or say, hey, that's not going to be good enough for me. I'm going to go ahead and go with the other guy whose swing felt a lot more natural and a lot better for me as well. Now, if you want to know individually which diamonds we have gotten revealed so far, I have a video that has each and every single free diamond that we're going to be able to get from the Team Affinity program inside the YouTube channel. It's one of the recent videos. You guys will be able to see it. It has the 92 Aaron Judge that you guys saw right there with Rafael Devers next to him inside the thumbnail. But look at this. You can go through each and every single MLB team as an example, and you can also line yourself up against one of those Team Affinity captain pitchers and practice hitting against those pitchers, because more likely than not, you're going to be seeing those pitchers a ton, especially early inside the game cycle, since those pitchers are going to be the best free available diamonds to get for new players as well as casual players and players that don't go ahead and spend a ton of stubs on collections in order to get the best 99s. But let's say, for example, we wanted to get ourselves Adley Rutschman and we wanted to practice against someone like Chris Sale. It's pretty simple what we do. We put Boston on one side, and then on the other side we go ahead and put the Orioles. We go ahead and take them into Yankee Stadium. You set the time to whatever your preference is, the month to whatever your preference is, and then you can go ahead and create and customize these plays to go ahead and improve your game. So if you only want to use Adley Rutschman, it's pretty simple. Go to practice type, then go to batting. At batting, you go to batter and you switch it over to Adley Rutschman. Chris Sale is already there. You can go ahead and change the pitch frequency of the pitches that Chris Sale throws, and you can also decide where you want him to throw the baseball at all times, or you can put multiple at once or just none at all, for example, and he can throw it wherever he feels like if you selected none at all. But if you want it to be exactly like this, then you would see that Chris Sale is only going to throw it in the middle quadrant, and you would have to react then on whether you wanted to put it at the bottom, the top, or the middle, but I would highly suggest putting it on none. That way it feels more natural when you play. And also make sure you put the difficulty to whatever difficulty you want to go ahead and either warm up with before MLB The Show 23 comes out, or whatever difficulty you most likely are going to play the majority of your games at inside MLB The Show 23. So if you are a Battle Royale All-Star and Ranked Seasons All-Star, meaning you don't go for World Series, then you most likely aren't going to be practicing on Legend difficulty, and instead you would be practicing on All-Star difficulty. And not only can you hit here, you can also practice pitching. So if we wanted to go ahead and pitch with for example, Chris Sale, we could go ahead and switch the teams. That way we're the Boston Red Sox before we enter custom practice. And if instead we wanted to go ahead and practice fielding, we could also do that. If we wanted to do a team practice, we could also do that as well. But if you still got the tech test, these are things you definitely want to be doing, especially if you've played MLB The Show 22 recently, because the button accuracy and everything is a whole lot different. So make sure you guys go ahead and basically brush up on MLB The Show 23 once again. Now the second thing, and this is one that everyone is gonna be able to participate in regardless of whether or not you got the tech test, is going to simply be the feature premiere that drops tomorrow in terms of live content. It is going to be available at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Before it goes live around 2 or 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern, I will go ahead and upload a video on everything we know so far about Diamond Dynasty Day 1, and then once this content premiere goes live, I will then go ahead and do a recap video for everyone. So make sure you go ahead and hit that red subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. And while you're at it, also hit that like button. Inside the description, we have our Twitch link where we stream at 10 p.m. Eastern each and every single day. We have our Discord link, our social media links. If you want to become a member of the channel, feel free to do so. I love everyone that does. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.